Hello. In this video, we are doing challenge run to answer one simple question. Can I defeat Dark Soul as the legendary Cloud Strife? Now for those who don't know who Cloud is, he is the main protagonist from the hit series Final Fantasy VII, which is currently getting a massive remake trilogy with its highly anticipated final chapter dropping soon. How cool is that? So if you are into RPG gaming history, you already know. So yeah, we have Cloud Strife mod applied over the best warrior armor set.
Beautiful.
This mod completely transforms our character into the spiky haired ex-soldier. This mod is done by Blue Sand, so check it out if you would like to play as Cloud. You can find the mod on the Nexus mod or via the link in the description below. We all know Cloud relies on a massive heavy steel, so we are keeping it authentic to his style. Luckily for us, the mod does have a weapon skin of his Buster Sword in the weapon joy handler, so we are pretty much set on that. Cloud do use materia for spells, but nah, this is a pure unga bunga, no magic, strength only Cloud playthrough. But we will use shield for parry or for stamina recovery. So with that being said, sit back, get comfortable, and let's see if a legendary soldier can survive the brutal reality of Lordran. Our adventure kicks off with Cloud trapped in Asylum cell. We got the key thanks to Oscar. How are we feeling, Cloud?
Not interested.
Fair enough, let's get moving. After grabbing our starter weapon and meeting up with Oscar, we finally secure our Estus Flash and unlock the first boss Fog. Waiting for us is the Asylum Demon. We drop down with a massive plunging attack. The impact shatters his health bar, and with some more sword attacks, we exit the tutorial and hitch a ride to the Firelink Shrine. On Firelink Shrine, our main priority was to secure our main weapon, so that's what we did. We went to the catacombs, robbed the joy handler from the grave, and we got our main weapon, Buster Sword. Leaving Firelink Shrine behind, we scaled towards the Undead Burg. Now, looking like a elite soldier is great, but playing like one? Yeah, not so much. Our slow attack speed and the fact we are currently fat rolling was definitely not okay. So realizing our heavy rolling situation is total disaster, we decided to make a quick detour to go visit Havel the Rock and steal his sweet ring for that sweet equipped load boost. We walked down the stairs full of confidence, ready to show him what a soldier can do. And how did that go? Yeah, we got absolutely one-shotted, just deleted from the server. On next try, he eats our attack and send his one, double the power. After a lot of tries and whole lot of parrying, we finally managed to defeat Havel. We got the ring, goodbye fat rolling, hello peak athletic performance. It wasn't peak. After getting the Havel ring, we walked down the fog door to face the Taurus demon. Instead of fighting fair on the narrow bridge, we use a classic strategy. Climb the ladder behind us, wait for the beast to stay below, and drop down with a heavy plunging attack. Then with the power of Buster Sword, the demon is history. After a brief chat with Solar, we sprint across the main bridge to avoid getting absolutely roasted by the Hellcat Drake. We dug down the stairs just in time. Then we wait for the dragon and unlock the Sunlight Altar bonfire. We upgraded our weapon to +2, gave Channeler a big old bonk, and waiting for us on the roof was our first true test, the Bell Gargoyles. As the first stone monster swoops down, we rely on our dodge rolling and two-handed sword strikes. We stay aggressive and almost defeated the first gargoyle on our first exchange. A second fire-breathing gargoyle enters the arena. Then pure RNG blessed us. We threw out a lucky vertical chop and somehow hit a 2-for-1 collateral, instantly erasing the first gargoyle and leaving the second one totally alone. With both stone chickens officially deleted, Cloud climbs the tower, pulls the lever, and rings the first bell of awakening. One down, one more to go. These are our stats after defeating Bell Gargoyles. With one bell down, we headed towards the lower Undead Burg, which is basically just an unhinged pet shop. The local dogs here do not care about Final Fantasy lore, they just attack non-stop. Because our sword swing takes 5 business days to activate, these hyperactive mods keep biting us, interrupting our animations and stun locking us into oblivion. It is pure pain. But this was just a warm-up for the ultimate check, the Capra demo. We step through the fog gate and we are immediately ambushed by a giant goat skeleton and his 2 favorite pit bulls. It is a total claustrophobic nightmare. With the pets taken care of, we engage in a classic 1v1 duel with the goat and teach him what the soldier can do. Capra is down and we got the key to the depths. We head down into the depths. It's dark, slimy, and smells like a chocobo stable that hasn't been cleaned in a decade. We wind up for the slow motion swing, but out of absolutely nowhere, a random touch hollow appears, and we are cooked like a midday snack. Welcome to Depths, everybody. We run back to the kitchen, give him the heavy jumping slash, and secure the large ember. We used plunge attack on the giant sewer rat. It was ineffective. We again give the channeler a big old bonk, and it was time for the gaping dragon fight. We went to the arena feeling confident with our +3 sword, but the damage was lower than we expected. Even worse, while trying to get behind it for the safe hit, we got stun locked by the moving hand and comboed into death.
Thank you, Dark Souls.
Since we didn't upgrade our sword past +3, we had to fight this toothy monstrosity the hard way, with patience. After what felt like an actual eternity of jogging around the arena, we finally shaved off the last pixel of his health bar. The gaping dragon is down, and we never have to do that again. Instead of entering Blighttown through the front door like a sane human being, we decided to use our master key and take the ultimate shortcut through the Valley of Drakes. Why deal with toxic blood-eyed snipers when you can take the backdoor elevator? We cross the narrow wooden plank, dodge a few unhinged poison-breathing cave giants, and officially step into the laggy paradise that is Blighttown. We went towards the blood-eyed sniper section to get the Firekeeper's soul. We jumped down to get the soul, but Cloud paid for it with his death. Worth it? Absolutely. We ran back from the Firelink Shrine directly to the swamp bonfire, and it was time for the Chaos Witch Quelac. Cloud was greeted by a giant fire-spitting spider with a woman growing out of its head. Honestly, after dealing with Shinra's weird bio-experiments, this is just a typical Tuesday for an ex-soldier. The strategy was simple. Whack her with a massive sword when she is lava-breathing. Also, don't touch the molten lava and again go for a second scoop. Back to the bonfire we go. On second try, we played defensively by baiting out the lava speed and using quick double hand attack to chip away her health. After doing this multiple times, the Spider Queen has been defeated. Cloud walks into the ruins, pulls the lever and rings the second bell of awakening. Saint Fortress, here we come. But before heading into the Saint's Fortress, we take a quick detour to the Darkroot Garden for some essential upgrades. We have already upgraded our Joy Hander to +5, and now we challenge the local Black Knight guarding the cliffside. We deliver a massive vertical slash to put him down. Sadly, no halberd for us today, but we do grab our true prize right behind him, the Grass Crest Shield. We slap that bad boy onto the Cloud's back for that sweet stamina recovery speed boost. Now we are officially ready for the funhouse. After dodging access, rolling past rolling boulders, we made it to the roof. Our first target was the annoying giant who keeps chucking exploding fireball at us from across the map. We sprint up the stairs, whack his giant ankles until he collapses. No more bombs for you, buddy. Finally, we step through the fog gate to face the Iron Golem. This giant metal toaster looks intimidating, but he has a fatal flaw. He has a terrible balance. We run right between his legs and start aggressively chopping at his ankles with our buster sword. After a few heavy hits, Golem starts staggering. Unlucky for us, the Golem did not fall off the cliff, but we knew it was just a matter of time until we finally defeat Iron Golem. We deliver the final horizontal slash and turn him into scrap metal. Suddenly, three creepy, skinless, pink bat demons drop from the sky. Honestly, after traveling by a high-wind airship, this is probably worst experience of Cloud's life. Zero legroom and the pilots are literal monster. These are our stats on the annual Londo. We defeated Painting Guardian, but his dead body still having hitbox sent us plunging 100 feet down into the marble floor. Seems like Painting Guardian doesn't want to get hit by a Buster Sword, so he fall by himself. We sprint up like a madman, but the giant arrow knockback sends us flying into the abyss. On the next try, Silver Knight deleted himself from the game trying to flex on us. We didn't even have to swing our Space Iron. Thank you, Gravity. We upgraded our Buster Sword to +9, and it was time for the Ornstein and Smoke fight. The damage from our sword was hitting like an absolute rock. We had Ornstein down to 1 hit. We sprinted in, lined up our trusty running two-hand attack to finish the job, and completely misjudged the spacing. After several tries, Ornstein was finally down, and the fight was one-on-one, which made it way easier. We used our running attack, and just like that, we defeated Ornstein and Smoke, and finally got our audience with the giant princess. With Lord Vessel secured, we also had to obtain one more thing. We invaded Lotric's world, slice him into a fine mist, and secure the best ring in the game, permanent stat boost. We upgraded our sword to +10, and that was the max upgrade we are going to give to this bad boy because it was getting too overpowered. We returned back to the Firelink Shrine, returned the Firekeeper's soul, and placed the Lord Vessel onto the altar. With that, all the Lord boss fights has been opened. We are going towards Lost Izalith for our first Lord boss, so let's cue the music. With that, we got our first Lord boss soul. Next up, the catacombs. We sprint towards the pinwheel boss area and almost got bulldozed to death. The skeleton wheels keep following us, but we enter the boss room. We walk in, swing our giant sword, and he completely vanishes from the existence. Then we dive into the Tomb of Giants with the same old meeting patches, rescuing priestess, and finally meeting the Lord of the Tomb, Grave Lord Nito. We dodge away from his grab, or so we thought. His lingering hitbox shocked Cloud straight back into his bony hands. Not once, but twice. Seriously, stop touching Cloud, Nito.
No, I don't think I will.
We went back, started swinging our heavy sword, sometimes clearing out smaller skeletons as a bonus. We give Nito our final rushing attack, and with that, second Lord boss is down as well. These are our stats after Lord Nito fight. Before hunting next Lord boss, we head towards the Darkroot Garden. First up is the Moonlight Butterfly. Since we don't have any range means, it's gonna take some time.
One eternity later.
Yeah, we are not going to slip up this chance. It's go big or go home. Next up was Sif. It was a bittersweet victory, but we secured the covenant of the Artorias ring. We then removed Hydra and then rescued the Dusk Princess. We paid a quick visit to Petros and completely removed him from existence for his act of betrayal. Safe to say, he won't be abandoning anyone ever again. We hitch another ride with the giant crow and return back to the Northern Asylum. Immediately we start fight with the stray demon, give him few swings, run away from his explosion, and the demon is no more. We got Titanite slab, which we are not going to use this run, but it's good to have since we missed out on the previous run. Got our peculiar doll and we headed towards the archive. We defeated Blue Crystal Garden to get the broken pendant and died to sheath the skeletons. We try to escape from the cell, but the music starts playing. Cloud PTSD immediately kicks into overdrive. We broke out of that cell at the supersonic speed just to make the music stop. No one has time for that reunion. We immediately stop the music and head towards the crystal cave. We defeated man-eater cells before they entered the arena, took their loot, and it was time for the Sith boss fight. We smashed his primordial crystal, cutting off his immortality. With his defense down, we rush in and start swinging our heavy sword. We rush in for the final exchange and defeated Sith, but at the cost of getting completely cursed. So yeah, technically we won, but Cloud has become spiky-haired crystal statue. Luckily for us, defeating Clam Monster gave us the Purging Stone. Next, we dive into the New Londo ruins. We sprint past terrifying ghosts, climb to the roof of the flooded church, and pay a quick visit to Ingvar to secure the key to the seal. We drain the ruins, drop into the pitch black abyss, and face the Four Kings. This fight is a pure DPS race, so the strategy is simple. We swing our heavy sword like an absolute maniac. The damage output is beautiful. We defeat each king and the victory is ours. With the final Lord soul collected, end is near. But before that, we paid a quick visit to Gwendolyn and used our massive sword to turn the Master of Illusions into an absolute memory in just a few swings.
Oh, heretic.
We then entered Painting Wall of Ariamis, got bone wheeled. Then we meet Crossbreed Priscilla. We then swing our massive iron sword, completely crushing our health bar and escaping the canvas. Before finishing the main game, we head to the DLC for the ultimate challenge. First up is Sanctuary Garden. We swing our two-handed attacks that hits like a truck, and not long after that, we get our win without getting a single hit on our body. Next up is the legendary Knight Artorias. This fight is pure heavy sword versus heavy sword enemy fight. He's flipping through the air and we are timing our rolls to perfection. We stop his power up using running attack followed by a strong heavy attack. Eventually he powers up, but we are not giving up this fight. We give him the Cloud Special Omni Strike. He tries to go for a greedy double dip power up, but our massive sword hits him in the face mid-animation. Power up was denied along with his life. Then we got Calamid, thanks to Hawkeye shooting him down first, so we can fight him fairly on the ground. The strategy is all about patience against this aggressive dragon and our big slow sword. Slowly chipping away its health, and after a few swings, the legendary dragon crashes down for good. Finally, we descend into Chasm to face Manus. But before that, we free younger Sif, open a shortcut to Royalwood, and it was time to face the boss. Honestly, this fight was hard compared to other bosses because we didn't use Silver Pendant and most of our death did come from the Black Orbs. Many death come from the Black Orbs. But our stubbornness was big, with the sword even bigger. We slowly chip away his health, get hit on return, don't know how he does that, and deliver the final heavy swing to send him back to the dark. DLC completed. We offer Lord Souls to the Lord Vessel, watching the altar doors open as the path to the final boss is finally revealed. We finally step through the fog gate to face the final boss of the game, Gwyn, Lord of Cinder. Since Cloud doesn't use shield and is a two-handing soldier, we're gonna keep it that way. That means no parrying. We are doing a hit and run tactic where he jumps and it allows us to attack, but we get caught and the first run was over. We tried the same tactic on our second run as well. By doing this multiple times, Gwyn's health bar is completely erased and the Lord of Cinder is history. We walk over to the bonfire, link the fire and watch Cloud become the ultimate legend of Lordran. We successfully beat Dark Souls as Cloud Strife. If you enjoy this challenge run, let me know in the comments what would you like to see next on the challenge run. See you in the next video.